Good morning and welcome to another episode of Tear Can't Hear. Yeah, it's empty, I promise. I'm getting ready to make the dog's breakfast. I just wanted to tape it and kind of show everyone that the progress is that Tear has been making going to and staying in his crate while the other dogs go to their beds and wait for their breakfast to come to them. So I'm getting ready to go into the back and make the dog breakfast. While I do that, all of the dogs have been taught to wait outside of the kitchen. You may have heard me mention this no dogs in the kitchen rule before, and that is because there's nothing in the kitchen for the dogs when they're not having their breakfast. I started out teaching my first deaf dog, Titan, that he couldn't just hang out in the kitchen, and that's because I lived in an apartment. It was a really small kitchen, and there was literally nothing in there for him. He could only get himself into trouble by getting in the garbage or learning to get on the counter or any number of things, and that rule just kind of stuck as time went on. So you can see they've all crammed onto one dog bed in there, but this is what they've been doing while I was in the back making their foods. Pretty good dogs, huh? Tear's like, oh, but my food the dogs are going to hate me for this, but I just wanted to take a second to talk about puppy nutrition. Tear is only 7 months old, so he is still on a puppy food. I'm feeding him just a regular puppy food. When I went to the pet store, a few of the associates who were trying to be helpful suggested an all life stages food because they didn't have any large bags of puppy food, and I declined that, and that's because all life stages food doesn't have the right nutrition for all life stages. That's completely impossible because what an adult dog needs is completely different from what a puppy or a senior dog needs. So it's really important that you get a puppy food and make sure that your puppy food is specifically designed for the size of dog you have. Okay, so I'm getting ready to give the dogs their breakfast. I'm just going to set this here so you can see the crate work that I'm going to do with Tear. I'm just going to ask him to go to his crate, reward. I'm going to walk away to put the dog dishes down, and I'm just going to stop and come back and reward for him staying in his crate. So I'm only taking, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but I'm only taking about 4 or 5 steps away towards the kitchen, and then I stop and come back and reward for not moving. It took 6 steps that time, going all the way to the kitchen, stopping and coming back. It's really good exercise for me, and it's good training exercise for little Tear. I'm going to see if I can make it all the way in the kitchen here. Good job. If he had popped out at any time, I would have stopped and come back and just helped him back into his crate. He did really good when I walked into the kitchen, so I fed him several treats as a sort of jackpot. Again, really very good. I'm feeding lots for staying in his crate.